So, welcome guys. Welcome to the fourth round in the Spring Challenge from TSRB. Practice is about to end. We're about to switch to qualifying for 15 minutes. After that we will have two sprint races, with the second one being a reverse grid obviously, which means we will have a lot of action on track. You can now see that overtime is starting. So, about the track, Watkins Glen, the short course, as you can see in the bottom right. Track layout that's not being used like quite a lot. It was basically invented, if you could say it like that, when they were working on the new track and the 6 hours of Watkins Glen was gonna happen, and the boot section of the track wasn't finished yet, so they just were like, okay, let's not do that. So that's where this course came from. Typically these cars, the Formula Mazda, are looking to do about a 1:15 on the big pace, 1:15.4, 1:15.5, and an average lap time will be around a 1:16. So we're about to get underway for qualifying. Let us know in the chat who you think is gonna get pole. I mean, I think it's gonna be a close battle between Justin Joe and Nuno Roca, for that pole position. 1 minute left and the drivers will leave their grid slots, and let's see how many races we have today. We have 39, I think, without the safety cars, of course. So that's a good attendance for this race. So 39 people fighting on track will be a lot of action, of course. So the cars will have 15 minutes to put in their best lap times, and you can see that there are two 23 minutes races, 3 minutes for the formation lap, of course, so about a 20-minute long race. I mean, full of action and racing. I mean, Watkins Glen is such a good track to race on. It's technical, but you can easily get it alongside. Oh, and it looks like we have a solo qualifying. Uh-oh. Oh, do we have a solo qualifying? I'm not sure. I think it's a solo qualifying actually. So all the drivers are probably out on track right now. They are just not visible for us because they're doing laps on their own. Well, we can do a little. Oh. We see that Matisse Russi is leaving the pits, but my live timing is telling me that there are also other people out on track, so So I think we're gonna have to stick with Matthias Russi here because all other drivers are in a different spot now. Here we go. So we are now watching the actual live timings, and it's looking very promising. You can see that John Mapp is on a great lap of 59. Typically the fastest lap time that was done was by Justin Joe, a 15.4 if I remember correctly. We'll have to see what happens. Who's doing a good lap right now? Thomas Piccolo actually had a very good lap, but managed to mess it up at the end, unfortunately. Probably messed up his corner somewhere. Ooh, Nuno Rocha starting with a very good lap. A 27.9 for the first sector, that's a very good lap. He's just a tenth of his sector 2 as Alex Norris gets a 59.0. That is just 7 thousandths of a second away from John Mapp as he improves to a 15.8. Very close lap times, as you can see. 3 people did a 15.9. As we can see, Nuno Rocha gonna cross the start finish line soon. He gets P1, 15.6. There are still about a few more tenths to be won in that lap, I think, for him. I think he's gonna be very happy with that lap time though. We can see that the grid is slowly forming, and we still have 38 people in the race today. That's a very good number. I think the host of this race, TSRB, will be happy to see that, as John Mapp gets another purple sector 2. He is now up on his lap time and he might get pole here. Obviously being 2 tenths behind Nuno Rocha right now. And he does get that lap time, 15.5. A very good lap time for John Mapp. I think he's gonna be delighted with that one. So will be his teammate Sim Racing Block in P9 right now. Currently doing a 16.0. I mean, that shows how close we are racing here. Let's look at this. P9 up until P13, all within a tenth of a second. That's gonna be some very good racing for the midfield there. John Mapp, as we can see, goes back to the pit box. He is done for this one, I think. Or he's getting fuel, depends. Oh no, he's out again. He's back for blood. We can see Justin Joe is slowly doing his laps. I mean, he's the man of the hour. He did the fastest time in the practice. He's one you should watch out for. He hasn't done a very good lap time yet, a 15.9, which is half a second off of his personal best on this track in practice. He just improved to a 15.8, but I'm sure there's more time for him there. P4 right now. You see that Mike Moonen just majorly improved his time to a 15.892. Very close racing here. Like we see P3 15.801, P4 15.879, P5 892, P6 908. Very close racing, all within a tenth. But now John Mapp is dominating out there. Nuno Rocha doesn't seem to get a better lap time in right now. I'm sure he's trying as hell, but he has to put in the lap or he's gonna start in that second position, which might actually be more advantageous, because I think if you start in that second position you will be on the inside of the corner for tier 1. Obviously after doing a standing start, as Nuno Rocha gets a purple sector 2. He's about a tenth up on his time now. If he gets a good final sector, he could get pole here from John Mapp and surprise everyone here. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, and he does not improve. He does a 15.7. Of course, a great lap time, but it's not fast enough. As Victor Mojito gets a purple sector 1, 27.9. Could he be the surprise of the evening? He could be beating John Mapp's time here. Everything is still within 210, so it's gonna be very tricky who gets that pole. It's just about getting that lap together, staying focused. Nuno Rocha with a 27.8 in the first sector. That's a very good first sector. Surely he can get the pole now, right? Surely. And there's about 6 minutes left, so about 4 or 5 more laps for these drivers, depending how much fuel they carry. We can see that there's a mediocre sector 2 from Nuno Rocha. He can still improve there. As Victor Mojito improves his lap time to a 6.39, which is just 4 thousandths of a second quicker than Nuno Rocha with a 6.43. This is some insanely close racing. But can Nuno Rocha improve? No, he invalidated his lap time and did a 6.64. Bad job there from Nuno Rocha. I am sure he's not going to be happy with that after that great first sector. John Mapp also doesn't seem to be improving his lap time. He's doing quick ones, but we're not sure if he's gonna improve because his sector times aren't looking too good right now. And while we say that, Far Quest just comes in 15.869 P4. I'm sure he's gonna be very happy with that. Is anyone still out there doing a quick lap? Most of the people, I think, might be like, you know what, I don't think I'm gonna be quicker than this. I'm trying to find the teammate of Justin Joe, Nikita Muravyov. Usually a very quick driver, but I can't find him in the standings. I'm not sure if that's on me or if he's not here today. No, he's not here today. Oh, that might hurt them in the standings. Is anyone still gonna do a good lap? As Victor Mojito improved his lap time, now surpassed Nuno Rocha. Justin Joe just did another good lap, taking back that P4 position from Far Quest with a 15.790, which is about still 2 tenths off of P1. So close racing. This might even be better than F1. So with about 3.5 minutes left, I think most people will be hoping that they get as far along on the grid as they can so they can avoid all the crashes that will happen at the start of the race. Nuno Rocha with a terrible sector 1. Probably made a mistake or something. Justin Joe starting up with a great lap. Good sector 1, very good sector 2. Can he keep it together? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? He's just entering the final corner now. Is he gonna take that podium position for the qualification? He is. He just beat Nuno Rocha's lap time with 0.02 of a second. Look at that. Insane. That's a very close racing for you guys. 0.02 of a second between P3 and P4. I'm sure Nuno Rocha is gonna be furious to see that. And there's about 2 minutes left for this session. I think nothing much is gonna change in the standings as they are right now. So, as of right now, we have on P1 John Mapp, P2 Victor Mojito, P3 Justin Joe, P4 Nuno Rocha, P5 Vard Varquez, P6 Mike Moonen, P7 Alex Norris, P8 Vladislav Ivaskiewicz, P9 Sim Racenblock, and P10 Matisse Rossi. Nuno Rocha seems to be on a good lap. The side Nuno Rocha with a purple sector 3, but it doesn't do much for him. I don't think that lap was valid. I think that was a very good sector 3 from Nuno Rocha with a 24.3. I think he's done like a quick sector every single lap now, but he just can't get it absolutely all tied up together. Well, he's still sitting in that P4 position. So let's go back to the actual racing here. We can see Matisse Rossi driving. Let's get on board with him so we can get a little bit of a view of the track. We just passed T1 already, a very fast right corner. Now we're entering the long straight. A lot of slipstream can be done here, a lot of moves for the upcoming chicane, which is a very tough chicane. Big curbs, big sends, getting side by side here will be tough, but if you make it stick, then it can be a very good move into the long right-hander, a very long curve. Need to get your exit right. And if you do get that exit right, get a straight shot. Great exit into the second to final corner. Shift down, go wide on the exit, but not enough or you will invalidate the lap. For the final corner, getting right onto that wall on the curves, as we see that we can see that the session has ended as he does a little bit of a crash for us there into the tire wall. Let's see the standings. P1 Justin Joe, I completely missed that. He improved his lap time and did a very good lap time, a 15.4. P2 it's John Mapp, P3 Victor Mojito, P4 Nuno Rocha, P5 Mike Moonen, P6 Vard Varquez, P7 Alex Norris, P8 Grant God, P9 Cesaris Vagulinski, P10 Vladislav Ivashki, 11 Sim Racenblock, 12 Matisse Rossi, 13 Janis Ogmanis, 14 Ruby Narwhal, and 15 Colin Elise. So all the drivers are now getting ready for that first race session. We will of course have a rolling start for the race today. So there will be a rolling start and there will be a lot of fighting into the first turns already. Hopefully some chaos, but not too much that we might get into a red flag. That would cause a lot of chaos, of course. So let's hope people fight, but fight fairly. So I think we're gonna get underway any second from now. I don't think we're gonna see any improvement in lap times, any improvement in positions. Most people are in the pits. There are just a few just a few cars out on track right now. Well, let's take that time to look at the safety cars. Absolute beautiful TSRB branded safety cars. As you can see, there is now a cooldown time for the actual race. So what's gonna happen with these two safety cars? We will have one safety car in front. I think it's gonna be this one, and then in the middle of the pack there will be this safety car. So there will be less chaos. There will be a little bit of a gap between the two guys, kind of like multi-class, but just to keep things all clean out there. Because let's be fair, it can be hard when you're very close to each other with almost 40 people on track. Let's just talk here about Justin Zhou here with a 15.4, an amazing lap time for him in his Shasky racing car. Unfortunately, his teammate is not here today to support him. And we have John Mapp in the Sprunk Racing livery, a beautiful green, yellow, blue livery with that nice speedophile banner. Oh, of course, very nice cars. Talking about very nice cars, I want to talk about the Fracture Racing team. Look at this car. The color pattern, it's amazing. It fits the car perfectly. They did a very good job on their liveries. Also one I like, it's a bit of a... It's the Red Bull livery from the Red Bull Juniors team. Nuno Rocha and Victor Mojito, both qualifying in P3 and P4. They are gonna be hunting John Mapp and the other guys for that race victory. Look at that, that's very menacing. Two Red Bulls on the second start of the line. As we are about to go lights out, so we will see the safety car pulling up in front. Drivers will wait for the safety cars to pass. And of course the very nice TV van. We see that someone has actually started in the pits. That's not ideal. We see that two people have actually started in the pits. As we see the safety car making his way through the field. We can see that the drivers are starting to drive away under safety car regulation. We can see Ryzen Racing John Sakanti actually standing in the pit lane. I don't know why that is. Maybe they've had a little bit of an issue. Akatan Mswia also leaving the pits now, looking to get back into his position. We can see that safety car 2 has also assigned himself to the pack. I mean, we're just about 2 minutes away from lights out, and this is gonna be a very interesting start here. We can see Justin Zhou warming up his tires there, getting ready for that start, making sure his tires are not cold when he's leaving that first corner. Because he's gonna have to look behind him for John Mapp, teammate of Sim Racing Block, who's very known to be a very clean driver, so he can get some positions there if other people crash, but he needs to be the one who gets in the big points here at the top of the field. He wants to get that P1, he wants to hunt Justin Zhou. There was only 1/10 between the two drivers in qualifying. But then again, we have Nuno Rocha and Victor Mojito, teammates behind both of those drivers. I mean, maybe they can pull off a team strategy and actually get a very good run on the both of them. Just like Red Bull often do. So we're making our way through Sector 2 into Sector 3. Going about 80 kilometers an hour on the straight. It looks like everything has gone fine under safety car regulations. Not a lot of crashing is happening. no brake checks. As we're now getting close to that final corner, we're gonna be watching Justin Joe here as he leaves away the pack. And it's lights out and we are racing. Justin Joe gets an amazing launch. Oh, and John Mab already getting company from behind from Victor Mojito. Is he gonna make the move? Side by side they go for turn 1. And Victor Mojito gets the move done and already has to watch behind him for Nuno Rocha. That's a terrible start for him. Justin Joe has had a very good start here. So we can see that there is action happening at the back. 2 wide, 3 wide there. Very close. Oh, contact. Keep it clean. So you can see Nuno Rocha also getting very close to John Matt here. Can he pull off the move around the outside on the chicane? It's a very tricky spot. And he gets it done. What a move from Nuno Rocha. And both of the Red Bull drivers gain a spot, now looking to hunt down. Justin Joe already has a second gap to the 2 Red Bull cars. But they should not watch out, as in the back we see Alex Norris side by side with Grand God. Just lacks that top speed. Can he put it alongside for the next corner? I don't think he will. As we see 3 wide, I think there. Very close from Sim Racing block on the inside. Gets the move done. He needs to watch out. And he gets the move done, I think. Now gets a great slipstream on Cesare Etzlaus. Inside line, we can see in front Alex Norris making a move on Grand God. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Sim Racing block still alongside with Slaus. Just didn't have that exit speed, he's gonna lose out there. So we can see these cars battling each other out. Very close racing here for P7 and P6, just a big battle overall. So we can see they're now fully alongside into the chicane. And Alex gets the move done, brakes later. Oh, but he hits the curb, goes off track, loses the position, now needs to watch out behind because Laus is now on his inside. Oh, and Alex has lost a lot of positions with that issue. So we see a car go wide. Who was that? Was that Janis Otmanis? I think it was. Going very wide on that corner, losing a few positions. As you can now see the 2 Red Bull drivers very close to each other. Are there gonna be any type of team orders here? I hope not. I hope they are gonna fight each other and give us a good fight. Relatively clean racing so far. We can see back in the midfield a lot of close action racing. Oh, and there's been contact on the strip. There's a huge crash. Goes Vladislav Ivaskevich goes flying. I don't think he takes any other people out. Goes into the wall again. Needs to watch out with the rejoining. I think it's gonna go right. Let's the whole pack pass. It's race over for him. He needs to pray that this race is gonna go well for the next one. We can see Nuno Rocha and Victor Mojito side by side now. And Nuno Rocha goes through. I think there's gonna be some type of team order there because Victor Mojito was not fighting it. They are now almost a second behind Justin Joe. They want to catch that P1. Joe, of course, being known for being a very quick alien and hoping that they can catch him to get a strategical advantage in the next race. See now Akram Shushan and Glen McIntyre very close to each other. Ooh, he's looking up the inside. He isn't quite alongside there. Forcing Declan into a mistake. He needs to watch out behind though because Colin Elise and Janis Opmanis is very, very close. Oh, we can see Janis Opmanis choosing the outside. Doesn't go for the move. Now we can see Sim Racing block and Matisse Russi side by side after turn 1. Who gets the better exit here? Is it gonna be Matisse Russi or is it gonna be Sim Racing block? They are very close to each other. It looks like Matisse Russi had a bit more speed, but Sim Racing block is still there. Is he gonna go for the move around the outside on the chicane? He's trying. It's not enough though. He needs to concede the position to Matisse Russi for now. But I'm sure he's gonna be getting back to that. Trying to gain back that position as we see Akram Shushem and Janis Okmanis again very close to each other. Oh, Akram Shushem choosing the outside of the corner. Janis Okmanis defending the inside. And Akram Shushem next to him go. So we can see Declan McIntyre going very wide. A very good battle here. Oh, as someone just goes off, William Hockley spins into the pit lane. That is an interesting strategy here. Taking the pit lane isn't entirely perfect. He's gonna lose a lot of positions being in the pit lane here, passing our TV van and Johnny Xbox in the pit lane. Gonna lose a lot of positions. It's because Janis Okmanis lost a lot of positions there. 2 or 3 positions. I wonder what happened there. Sim Racing Block over and move on Matis Roussi. That's a very nice move, I think, on the chicane. Just saw them swapping places again. As I told you that Sim Racing Block was gonna go for that position again. But it looks like Matis Roussi might have a slipstream here. Might get a move done at the start-finish line again. It's because he fought Farkas and Mike Moonen going side-by-side contact. Big contact. Pushing Mike Moonen, pushing Fart Farkas wide. I'm sure the stewards are gonna look after that. Fart Farkas is not gonna like that as he is now up his bumper into turn 1. I think Mike Moonen just gave it to him. I'm not sure. Yeah, he concedes the position. Oh, is he though? Is he though? That's a lovely switchback there. Great switchback from Mike Moonen. Gets back to the inside when Fart Farkas misses the exit speed. But here he is again. On the straight. We're coming up to the chicane now, a very tricky zone to overtake. So they are going side by side here. Who has the balls to brake as late as they want to? Who's gonna take a risk? Oh, Fort Farkas braking very late, getting the move done on Mike Moonen, who now has to look behind him because Grant God is knocking at his door, wanting that position as well. Because Janis Okmanis losing a lot of positions and now he spun. He spun off the track. Janis Okmanis fighting Akram Shushem for the majority of the race, now losing a lot of positions because he spun or maybe he got pushed off. He's not gonna be happy with that. Because we now see Sim Racing Block and Matti Roussi very close again. He's looking back for that position. I can smell a rivalry going on here. These guys have been close to each other the whole while. So we can see that Fart Farkas wants to go for it again on the outside of Grant God. Picks the outside. What a move around the outside here. But does he have the exit speed to keep the position? I don't think he does. Grant God takes it again. But now Fart Farkas needs to look behind him because Mike Moonen is also looking for that position. Side by side they go through turn 4. Up to the chicane now. Oh, and they touch! That was a... Oh no, that's a major crash. 2 cars in from Mike Moonen and Fart Farkas. What is going on? Oh, watch out for that rejoin. That was a leg spike, I think. They touched and they crashed on the straight. Massive one for Fart Farkas, pulling alongside to let through other cars. Oh, they were in competition of such a high position and they crash. As we can now see that Colin Ellis needs to watch out for, goes on the move from Matis Roussi side by side. Oh, did he stick it? Did he stick it? He's made the move. He's made the move. What a move from Elise. Up into 8th position. Now, as we can see that Victor Mojito and John Mapp side by side for the final podium position. I think Victor Mojito might have made a mistake because he was comfortably in that P3 spot before. But now, he's back into P4 and he is not gonna like that. As he now gets the slipstream on John Mapp, is it gonna be enough to stick his nose into the chicane, or does he have to wait another lap? Here he comes. Oh, he shows his nose, but it's not quite braking late enough. John Mapp slightly messes up his line. as they're coming through the long right-hander. Who gets the better exit here is gonna be very important. What a fight for P3 here. You can see John Mab isn't really bothered. He's not gonna go defensive. Victor Mojito is gonna be alongside for this corner. All within the lines, all within the lines. John Mab just about defense for it, but wow, what a racing is this. This is great racing here. Does Victor Mojito have the exit speed? I don't think he does. He's about 3/10 behind. I think he's gonna be too far behind, but not too far behind here is Slau side by side with Grant God for P5. Brakes later, hits the inside curve. That's not a curve you want to hit. That's a very high curve. That's gonna lose you a lot of speed. And Sim Racing Block now behind both of them is gonna have a better exit speed than both of them, and it's gonna look to get a move done for P5. Watch out, Slau is on your inside here. Through goes Sim Racing Block. Is he gonna get 2 moves done this quickly? On the inside. Oh, what a move from Slaus! Double overtake here. What a move there. Sim Racing Block still keeping that P6. Slaus now needs to watch out. This is very, very close. Sim Racing Block now on the inside. And he's done it. He's done it. No, he hasn't quite done it. He has a worse exit speed than Slaus. Very close wheel-to-wheel racing. Who's gonna take more risk? Who's gonna try and take more speed through the corner? It's Slaus for now, but he has to defend. Slight bit of, maybe a little bit of touching. But all fair, all rubbing is racing. As he passes our TV van, TSRB is gonna send it up the inside. Is he gonna make the move done? It looks like he is. It looks like he made the move. Oh, and they touch! Colin Elise now joining it. This is great racing for P5. 4 cars, for 1 position. And behind that is Mathis Russi and Alex Norris fighting for that P8. P9, I'm sorry guys. Oh, a little bit of touching. Are they gonna go 3 right through the chicane? This is not gonna work, guys. Grant got bump drafting Sim Racing Block. Are they 3 right and they touch? Oh, Colin Elise is off. Sim Racing Block hits him. Does he save the car? No, he's off. Everyone is off. Colin Elise is off. Oh no, Sim Racing Block is gonna be very, very not happy with that move. He now dropped about 9 places in what he was fighting for P5 and is now stuck in P14. But that doesn't mean that the fight for P5 isn't over. We can see 3 cars here within a tenth of each other. Slau was going slightly wide, getting more speed through the corner. Both teammates here need to watch out that they don't hit each other. Mathis Russi and Slaus now basically drafting each other. Who's gonna make a move? Are they gonna make a move? Slaus goes up the inside of Grant God, brakes later, does he get the exit speed? I don't think he does. He does, he has the move done for P5. But now he has his teammate up the inside. We're going side by side through turns 3 and 4. Getting to the chicane where it all went wrong last lap. We need to watch out now for contact. Oh, something tells me this is gonna go wrong. Side by side by side. They go. Oh, Grant God loses a lot of positions, touches, and we can see a car is off there. Who was that? That was not Declan McIntyre. Someone there was off the track. Luckily they didn't hit anyone on their rejoin. Now we can see Carlton Lotus getting up the inside of Mathis Russi for P6. Has the speed advantage and gets the move done. But Mathis Russi isn't out of it yet. He wants to get back that position. So we can now see that John Mab has lost a lot of time to Victor Mojito. Victor Mojito has overtaken him at some point, now comfortably cruising in P4. So we can see that these guys are still very close to each other. These are 7 or 8 cars battling for P5 now, all within a second of each other. We can see that Mathis Roussi is now side by side with Carlton Lotus. Swapping positions, who gets the better exit speed? You see Slau's in front, Mathis Roussi is just behind that. Carlton defense. No, Mathis doesn't have the top speed. Oh, Lotus is sliding. Lotus is sliding. He gets a worse exit. Because he got in a lease with Grand God side by side. They touch a little bit, but Romming is racing, right? What a move from Elise. Up into P9 now, but still side by side with Grand God. He's not out of this. Side by side they go through the second final corner. Grand God takes it. Does he have the exit speed to defend? He does, as his teammate Ruby Narwhal is now also attacking Elise. Back to this fight then for P5. Lotus looking for that move on Slaus. As Alex Norris takes a look at the inside but doesn't quite stick the move. Roussi goes wide. Roussi goes very wide, gets a worse apex speed. Alex Norris, the only member of Shark Titan Racing, is gonna try to get a move done here with his better exit speed. Lotus also not quite getting the apex or getting the exit speed right. It's very close. Who's gonna take a risk? Who wants to win some positions? Oh, and they touch! Lotus is off! Lotus is off! Lotus is out of the race here. Lost a lot of positions. Watch out for the rejoin. Back to P10, lost 4 positions with that incident. But that's not all. Alex Norris on the bumper of Mathis Roussi with Grand God on his outside. Grand God now going for the inside. Are they gonna go 3 wide? No, Grand God has the better exit speed. Gains 2 positions very easily there. Alex Norris around the outside. Does he get... goes very wide. I'm sure that was a cut warning. Still keeps the inside to Mathis Roussi though. Oh, very wide. Does Alex have the speed? I don't. He's gonna have to wait one more corner and see if he gets a better exit. Mathis Roussi misses the apex, I think. Yes, gets a worse exit speed than Alex Norris. Alex wants to be looking up for that position, as we can see that Esmeralda Tucci and Vladislav Barista, Viola Wasbeer are very close to each other. Back in for P27. Side by side, they go. Oh, Esmeralda Tucci, that's a bit too hot. That's a bit too wide on his teammate of all cars. Viola Wasbeer around the outside here. Gains a position. Oh god, as we can see, 3 cars fighting for P7 here. Alex Norris made the move on Ruby Narwhal. A little bit of contact being made. Side by side, Alex Norris is slightly ahead. Does he get the move done? On the inside. Gets it done, I think. Nope, he's still behind. Has to wait another lap. Oh, as we can see, Mathis Roussi pulling into the pits. Is he gonna not make it on fuel? That's very unfortunate, as Alex Norris and Ruby Narwhal side by side going to turn 1. Who carries more speed? Don't hit the inside curb. Alex Norris with a very clean move up into P7 now. Fart Farquest, ooh, a bit too fast through that corner. Now on the bumper of Mike Moonen wanting that position. Hello, can I pass please? And Mike Moonen just lets him. He just lets him by. Maybe something happened before. I don't know what just happened. Maybe he's gonna play for the slipstream. I don't know why he did that. It looks like this is just Farquest getting a free position here. You see Ruby Narwhal and Alex Norris still very close. Ruby seriously wants that P7. So does Alex Norris, of course. Oh, and they Tokyo drift the corner. Oh my god, what is happening? Oh no. Mathis Roussi and Elise side by side here. Through turn 10. Ooh, Elise gets the move done here. We're just behind them. Jackson Paulson and Sim Racing Block. Sim Racing Block obviously being the quicker driver, having an incident earlier this race, losing some positions there. Very unfortunate for him. Seems to be getting back up to the spots. Ruby Narwhal and Alex Nora side by side going through turn 3. Or turn 2 turn 4 it is. Very close, very close. They are now completely side by side for the chicane. Who has more bravery? It's Alex Norris. Does he keep it together? Very close. No contact being made here. Very clean racing between these two men. So we can see that Victor Mojito dropped back behind John Mapp again. But the leader is on the final lap here, Justin Zhou. I mean, this guy is so quick. He had a very good result here. Almost 4 seconds ahead of Nuno Rocha in P2. What a race as he had. So we can see Mike Moon and Fart Farquhar still fighting for that position. Matis Russi also on Elise. Very close fighting here. So we can see that Justin Zhou enters the chicane. Oh, and the bar is going crazy. Slavus and Grand God now also very close with just a back marker in front. Is that back marker gonna play a role here? Is he gonna be in the way of someone? Slavus is alongside. Let's hope that back marker gets out of the way really quickly. Slavus goes for it. Oh, and he misses the corner. Completely messes up the corner. Loses the position to Grand God. So we can now see Victor Mojito, John Mapp, as Justin Zhou comes through on the final lap. But what's happening behind Victor Mojito, John Mapp side by side through the final corner for P3? Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? I think it's Victor Mojito. Victor Mojito on the final lap gets the move done into P3. What a move for him. And we can still see Mike Moonen and Fart Farquhar side by side. Fart obviously still being in front. Is anyone gonna try something risky? Fart Farquhar missing the apex on the inside there. Gonna lack some speed here. Mike Moonen around the outside. No, he's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. Very close racing. Is anyone still going for a move here? We can see Vladislav Barista still looking at Vuile Waspier. They still have quite some lap to go. 2 more corners for him. Anything can still happen. He's just 4 tenths behind. Although I think it's a bit optimistic to still go for a move now, unless Vuile Waspier completely messes up his line. And he does not. He takes it. He takes home P26. So we can see Justin Zhou P1, Nuno Rocha P2, Victor Mojito P3 with a very late move, John Mapp P4, Grand God P5, Slavus P6, Ruby Narwhal P7, Alex Norris P8, Carlton Lotus P9 and Oliver Tapia Villa P10. Now, don't leave just yet. This is just halfway through the race. We're gonna have another race, but reverse grid after this one. The whole field will be shaken up again, and we will start the action right over with the back markers now being in the front, adding some extra chaos. Luckily we haven't seen a red flag today yet. Let's hope we keep it that way. We can big congrats to Justin Zhou, of course, for winning. But he now has to do it again, but now all the way back in P38. Great racing from everyone here. So in about 40 seconds we're gonna be starting it all over again, but now the fast drivers will make their way through the slower drivers, but not through a blue flag this time. Look at that beautiful Ford Transit there sitting on the grid. As we should be able to start to the... Yes, there we go. We have now Akhenaten Mswia on pole position. Obviously being the driver who finished last at the previous race, now all the way in front, and someone got a drive-through. Grant God got a drive-through for jump start. That's not very smart. As we can see, safety man 2 or Paul Tutuiano getting through the grid. I just want to talk to you guys about T1. Because if you look closely to the curb, it's a very tricky curb. You have one part that is flat, you can see it on the inside, and you have one heightened part. If you hit the heightened part, you're gonna lose a lot of speed there, and we saw that happen to someone, I forgot their name. Excuse me for that, but it's a very tricky corner, but also a corner you can gain a lot in. And now I see the safety car making its way through the track. And we now have John Mapp, Justin Joe, all of those guys. Oh, and there's been crashing already, I think. Oh, Akram Shushem is facing the wrong direction. Oh no, I wonder what happened there. That was not... I think there was a lag spike from the server, I'm not sure. But Akram Shushem was facing the wrong way. He surely wants to get back up into that position, or it will be a very expensive race start for him. You can see him gaining back those positions. Make room, stop weaving guys, make room for Akram to go through. Oh, and a nearly touch. Oh guys, this is not... Watch out for each other, please. As the grid settles to get ready for the second restart, as Akram Shushem is now past the first safety car. Back into his position, I think. We can see that the grid is settling for the race start. It's number 2. It's gonna be very interesting to see what the people at the front do as the safety car reaches his final corner. And Mr. Mswia can now decide the pace. Oh, we can already see... Whoa! William Hockley overtaking before the start-finish line. That is not allowed, mister. But you cannot do that. Akhenaten Mswia gets a drive-through for a jump start. Now that's what I call controversy. We can see Johnson Canty in the pit lane. What is he doing there? We have now officially restarted a very big pile of cars here. Keep it clean, don't crash. Oh, and there's a crash behind. Big crash behind. Very big crash behind. Ayrton Shoemaker off the track. Oh, I'm sure he's gonna be very mad. Mike Noonan also very far behind. I'm sure he had a terrible start. You can now see a lot of people side by side. Is there gonna be contact? Is everybody gonna keep it clean? Oh, and they touch. Oi, it's the cross. Watch out on the rejoin. Everything goes well. We can see now Angie Gonzalez for the Fracture team in P8 now. You can see William Hockley with the very illegal start. I'm sure the stewards are gonna give him a penalty for what happened there. You cannot overtake anyone before the start finish line or push already before the start finish line. That is not allowed. You can see, where is Joe? Joe is already up into P22. Doing very well, as we can see a few people getting into the pits for some reason, serving their drive-thrus, I think, for a jump start. Janis Hukmanis into turn 1, ooh, and they nearly touch. Thomas Piccolo going very wide here. Watch out for that rejoin. He's gonna rejoin next to Philo Vaspier, with his good friend Emiliano Ruggeri behind. You see Justin Joe now stuck behind some people that are slower than him, but he needs to make his way through very safely, or he might be back at the final position again. Oh, there's a lot of chaos. There is a lot of chaos. Few people are off. Big crashes. Oh, what? Emiliano Ruggeri crashing off as well. A lot of people have crashed into the chicane. Oh, and Philo Wasper has completely lost it. Oh, he has to wait everyone. You have. Oi. Nearly hits Emiliano. He has to wait for a lot of people to get through, and now we go 3 wide through the final turn. Sim Racing block in the middle of it. Akram Shusham now on his inside. Everyone is on each other's inside. This is great racing here. I don't even know what to say about it. You can see someone entering the pits again. I think that's Connor Moo. And Carlton Loads. Oh, and there's a massive crash behind. Massive crash behind on the straight. I can see a lot of smoke. What has happened? I don't know what happened. There was a massive crash on the straight there. We can now see Sim Racing block actually in P2. Hunting after P1. Matt Solotukin. Which is of course gonna be a slower driver from last race. So Sim Racing block is looking for a victory here at Watkins Glen, as we can now see Janis Hukmanis and Akram Shusham going 3 to wide. Ooh, Elise taking a very risky line, just about getting it together. They are now 3 wide into turn 6. No, my bad, that's turn 9. Thomas Piccolo now. Through goes Thomas Piccolo. What a move. Casually waited for people to get a bad line and then went for it. We can see side by side Colin Elise, Akram Shusham, Thomas Piccolo behind it again, waiting for that moment to strike. Very close now, very close to the final corner. Oh, and they touch! Akram Shusham hits the wall. Can we catch that? Alex Norris nearly going into the side of him. He's recovered that well, but I think, I'm not sure if I saw it correctly, but I think he got hit by Colin Elise, but the stewards are gonna be looking after that one. Thomas Piccolo now up into P2. Matt Solotukin has crashed. Did Sim Racing block do anything there? Because he is now up into P1. He was gonna make a move from him, but he has lost a lot of positions now. As we can see for P3 now, side by side. Thomas P2 even, side by side. Thomas Piccolo and Colin Elise. Thomas on the inside gets the good line. Oh, someone is sideways. Oh, Elise going off track. William Hockley now back into P4 with that super legal jump start of his. Janis Hukmanis is also looking to gain positions there, and we have Justin Joe just behind. P1 last race, he's quicker than everybody here. Oh, and he just, oh my god, massive crash. Oh, Vladislav Iskevich, you cannot do that, sir. You cannot push that people off. Or was it Jacek Maas? I couldn't see it. That was a very, very dumb move there. We can see now Akram Shushan and Fowler Vosweer close to each other. Akram Shushan, of course, crashed a bit earlier. Nuno Rocha, P2 loss race, now up into P11, whereas big rival Justin Zhou is now in P6, chasing P5. You can see Emiliano Ruggeri. Oh, and someone is off. Aketon Mswia has gone all wrong at the first corner. Unfortunate for him. You see John Mapp now side by side with Matis Russi. And Alex Norris as well in front of that. What a move from Alex. Very clean move on the inside here. Oh, and John Mapp, massive crash. John Mapp and Nuno collide. John Mapp loses a lot of positions. Nuno Rocha relatively unscattered from that incident. That was a massive crash for John Mapp, losing almost 5 positions, I think. Very unfortunate for him. You can now see Justin Zhou getting closer and closer to Vladislav. He wants to go through, he wants to get all those points possible. Because his teammate isn't here today, he has to get in all the points. He is now alongside for turn 1. I think there's nothing Vladislav can do here. He goes for a switchback, has to watch out. And he gets them moved on. Alex Norris going very wide behind them. You can now see William Hockley and Colin Elise going through turn 4 almost side by side. They need to watch out to not hit each other. They're not leaving each other a whole lot of room. They're gonna be side by side for the chicane. Who is gonna break later? It's gonna be Colin Elise. William Hockley pushes Elise off. That's not allowed. That's the second time he's done something that's not allowed. But he's up into P3. But no, there is Elise on the inside of the corner. Takes back that position. Oh. Very close behind now. He wants to make that move here. He's not gonna commit to it. At least leaves the space. What a great battle for P3 here. And Sim Racing block casually losing in P1 as for now. I think Elise actually keeps it. Keeps the position. Great move there. You can see Alex Norris side by side with Vladislav now. Following the same path as Joe. They are still alongside though. Very close into turn 3 to 2. Now into turn 3. William Hockley and Colin Elise going through turn 4. Still very close, and Justin Zhou is looking behind. Oh, what is he doing? He's turning into him. What is happening? That's not something you can do. But Elise stays out in front. Justin Zhou right behind them as well. He's gonna be looking to get that place soon from both of them. You can see Janis Brands doing a drift through the chicane. Keeps it together, but lost the position there, I think, to Slaus. Good for him that he didn't spin, as now William Hockley and Colin Elise still very close. Justin Zhou still close behind as well. William Hockley getting that better exit speed up to the rear bumper of Elise. I think he's gonna be close enough for a move this time. Oh, he doesn't quite have the exit speed. He could go for a bomb here. He's gonna stay behind. He's gonna stay behind. Very gentle of him. But Justin Zhou is just gaining and gaining. Now the gap is just half a second. William Hockley and Colin Elise at it again. Oh, I think. Oh, and now they've definitely crashed. Oh, and Justin Zhou nearly avoiding that incident. They have now definitely crashed. I mean, I could have seen this one coming. They've been very rubbing out there the whole time. William Hockley is not going to be happy with that. Lost a lot of positions, but that's another free position for Justin Zhou, who's now about 7/10 out from Colin Elise. And Zhou wants that podium position for those extra points that he will get. Alex Norris now at the bumper. Vladislav still. He's not gonna go for a move here yet. We can see Nuno behind looking up to the inside of Declan McIntyre. Alex staying very close behind, wants to get that exit speed, and I think he does actually get it here. Is he gonna be looking for a move here? He is. He has the exit speed. He's gonna put it alongside Nuno Rocha behind there as well. Alex Norris doesn't quite have the exit speed, but he does get ahead. So does Nuno Rocha get ahead of Declan McIntyre, with now his teammate Victor Mojito also wanting that P8 position. Alex Norris and Vladislav feel still very close to each other. Side by side even. Oh, they're not leaving each other a lot of space. Who's gonna come out on top? It's Alex Norris with a great move in the chicane again. He's done that plenty of times last race and he's doing it again. Victor Mojito now side by side with Nuno. Oh, and he goes wide. Wait, what happened to... Oh, and Declan McIntyre was completely off. Oh no, what has happened to him? Oh, did they touch maybe? Maybe Victor Mojito and Declan McIntyre touched. Let's hope that that didn't happen or that it was a racing incident. As Nuno Rocha and Victor Mojito are again chasing after each other. Justin Joe getting closer and closer. Especially Vladislav Barista has had a stinker here. He's losing a lot of positions here. Oh, and Matt Solutopin also going very, very wide. Losing a position as well to Emiliano Ruggeri. Why, for the lead now, Sim Racing Bloke and Thomas Piccolo side by side. This is gonna be a great battle for P1. These guys know each other for very long and have a love-hate relationship. Side by side, who takes it? Oh, and they touch! None of them actually crash. I mean, Thomas lost quite some time. Now he's Colin Elise to deal with. And Justin Joe. They now go 3 right through turn 5. Turn 9. I'm sorry again. Oh, are they gonna be 3 wide? We can see Elise looking up to his inside. It's Elise and Piccolo now, side by side. Who's gonna turn in harder? Thomas keeps the position for now, but then Joe is knocking at Elise's door. This is very great racing. Let's go on board with Justin Joe. Is it gonna be 3 wide? I think Justin Joe is gonna wait. Is he? He is gonna wait. Elise and Piccolo go side by side here, pushing each other, but it's all clean. This is a great battle here for P2. Well, was actually a battle for P1, and just behind that we can see Alex Norris and Vladislav trade positions again. Alex Norris is not gonna be delighted with that, as we are now gonna be almost 3 wide for the... Oh, 3 wide for the chicane. Surely that's gonna go wrong. It's Joe making a move on Thomas. Joe goes wide. Thomas is spinning. Oh, what has happened? Thomas is sliding through the corner. Justin Joe now on his inside. Thomas is not gonna be happy. He's lost 2 positions already because of that incident in the chicane with Sim Racing Block. Piccolo now back at Joe with the better exit speed. Goes back into 3rd. See further along the back, Andy Gonzalez in the chicane with a move, but he doesn't quite make it stick. Very close here between the 2 people. From Shushin leading the pack. They're gonna be going 2 wide here. Grant Gott and Andy Gonzalez. Grant Gott gets the better exit here. Matthew Token and Akram Shushan side by side. Oh, but Andy Gonzalez messes it all up and gets passed by Jackson Paulson. A slight mistake costing him a position already. So we can see Sim Racing Block now comfortably in the lead, as Thomas and Piccolo and Justin Joe side by side just behind that. Elise sitting comfortably in P2. Just 5 minutes left in this race. Anything can still happen. Thomas keeps the position for now. Good move by Thomas. We can now see very close racing between these guys again for P19. see Gonzalez knocking at Lotus's door. He wants that position. He's alongside for that position. He's now ahead of Lotus, but can he keep it through the chicane? Who breaks later? Gonzalez hits the curb, gets it all wrong. Lotus goes back through the outside, but Gonzalez keeps it together. Slightly off track limit though, he might have to hand back that position after the race. Lotus now with a switchback. What a move from Lotus. On the inside with a better exit speed here, but he's not done yet. He still has Gonzalez on his inside. Very close racing. Lotus going slightly wide. I'm not sure if that's track limits or not, but it looks like it's all fine. Lotus made the move, and now Justin Joe and Thomas Piccolo battling again for P3. These guys don't want to get rid of each other just yet. Oh, Piccolo with a move. Piccolo with a good move, but he bounces over the curb, loses some speed, nearly loses the car. So we can go 3 wide here. Emiliano Ruggeri, Grant God and Akram Shushan. Very close racing. Emiliano gets a good exit, but Akram Shushan and Grant God are side by side. This could turn out to be a 3 wide. Are they gonna go 3 wide through the chicane? That's not something you can do. 3 wide. Oh, contact. Emiliano, Grant God and Akram Shushan hitting each other. I think it was Emiliano hitting Akram, but nothing has been lost as Justin Joe and Thomas Piccolo side by side again. This time into turn 1 though. Oh, Thomas goes very wide. Joe is now ahead, but Thomas is gonna have the better exit speed. Thomas wants that position back. Also, his teammate today, Julian Omelette, is not here today due to an illness. Unfortunately, Oliver Behrman was not available as a reserve driver, but I think Thomas cannot make a move into the next chicane. And he's gonna struggle to keep up with the pace of Justin Joe. As Alex goes side by side, but they crash! They touch! Oh, Alex keeping it together though. Vladislav hits Alex, I think, going just a bit too hot into the chicane. As we can see, Emiliano and Grant God going side by side again. Very close racing between the three of these guys for a few laps now. Is this 3 wide? Oh, they're gonna go 3. Oh, and Emiliano is pushed off by... Was that? Oh, and there's more crashing. Akram Shushan is off. Same as Grant God, they pushed each other off, I think. Both going a bit too hot. 3 cars crashed into one corner. As we can see, Alex Norris and Victor Mojito being very close to each other. With Vladislav getting overtaken by Alex Norris. Alex moves up into P5. Vladislav getting the exit all wrong. Now has Victor Mojito to deal with. And when he doesn't have Victor Mojito to deal with, he has to deal with his teammate Nuno Rocha. 4 cars battling for P5 again. Let's hope it doesn't end like last time with a car in the wall. Nuno Rocha ahead of all of them. Is he gonna make a move on his teammate? Is it gonna be 3 wide? Nuno Rocha backs out. But his teammate, he needs to leave his teammate by in order to keep it clean, but his teammate leaves him. Ooh. I'm sure they are discussing some interesting racing strategies here. We can see Matisse Russi and Vaile Wasbeer now. Very close. Matisse Russi is gonna choose for the outside for the chicane. Interesting choice. He has the better speed. If he brakes later, he's getting the move done. Ooh. I think they made contact, but Matisse Russi gets the move done. Great move by him. Very good move by Matisse Russi. Up into P21. So we can see that Justin Joe slowly but surely is gaining. Oh, as Matsule Token is off into... What corner is that? I think he's off into the big right-hander, and he is... I think there has been a crash between someone and him, but he went off there because these cars typically don't lose traction or control at all there. Very unfortunate for him. Vladislav Barista, his country Buddy going on the inside, but he doesn't make it. You can see Nuno Rocha ahead of Victor Mojito again. They want to chase after that podium from Alex Norris, I think. It's all still very close to each other. But the leader, Sim Racing Block, going through the final corner, he had a terrible crash into the first race. Now he gets P1. He's gonna be delighted with that. Good race for Sim Racing Block. Colin Ali is gonna be very happy. Justin Joe P3, P4 Thomas Piccolo, P5 Alex Norris. And let's see the usual. There we go, the usual post-race shenanigans. Are there still any close gaps? I don't think anyone is still fighting for position here. Well, maybe Johnny Xbox and Akitan M. Suya here. Very close to each other. Oh, this can still turn out to be a move. Akitan M. Suya gets a little bit of a worse exit, but he's definitely still there. Johnny Xbox on the inside, leaving a lot of space. Leaving a lot of space. Gonna get the worst exit here. Akitan M. Suya goes for the switchback, but he doesn't quite get the exit right. Is Johnny Xbox gonna keep it? They're very close to each other. Who's gonna be it? Who's gonna be? It's Akitan M. Suya with an overtake on the final corner. What a move from him. Great racing again. As we can see Thomas Piccolo in the wall as usual. What a great race this was from everyone. Very good racing for both high on the field and lower on the field. Justin Joe is going to be very happy with his points this race. He did very well, even though his teammate was not there. Thomas Piccolo is also not going to be disappointed with this result. I'm going to thank everyone for watching, and I will see you next week.